Okay, what is it? We are back. Back with another tier list video. We're back with a part two of the tier list video, my first part two. We're doing these Umas again. And it's quite convenient tier list maker left it the way I left it. Yeah, I didn't know it would save. I thought I'd have to go back and really look at all my previous placings, but I'm glad I don't have to do that. I got one comment saying that someone wanted a part two for that specific comment. This is literally for you. I don't know if I was gonna do it anytime sooner if I didn't see that comment. So that's what that is. I hardly even remember the criteria of how I'm ranking these. It's how the world would be they, if these Umas didn't exist. Pardon me. Yeah. Let me just. Sorry. Okay, so yeah, welcome to dystopia. I had gravity in there. Is that thirst? I need to bring up the wiki so I can check my shit. And I'm raw dogging it this time, no green screen. Didn't have the energy to put that up, set that up. That's actually a little bit of a long process for me to set up. So yeah, I just blurred the background. I never thought of doing that. It's a lot simpler. So let's rank these Umas. I don't know how to get into it because this is a part two. I just continue where I left off, I guess. So now we're saying beasts. How would the world be without beasts? Uh, I can't play the music I'm listening to right now because it's on YouTube. But we just move. Got my green tea to give me some energy. Natural caffeine up in there. Or caffeine's natural, but oh well. Beast. So for Beast, how would I rank him? I need to I need to align myself with these tiers. Society decline forever without beasts. You know, what would we eat if there were no beasts? With our current technology, I don't think we can mass produce uh all that vegetarian stuff without meat, kind of the meat substitute stuff. Be having to eat a lot of tofu. Well, could we survive in this day and age if we didn't have we kill about yeah, I was hearing this fact the other not even the other day, I think even just yesterday. It was on a football stream I was watching. They were talking about 70 billion chickens, I think, killed a year for us to survive. Are we go I don't know if we're gonna replace those chickens. I'm sure we don't eat specifically all 70 billion. There's probably a lot that goes to waste, but still, just a chicken alone, people need to eat. I don't think you could. I don't think you could replace that with bees. So, would it be dystopia? I think maybe decline forever. I think we'd survive. I think the whole human population will drastically decline, but once beast is gone, I think yeah, society will decline. We might be able to survive a little bit, but I don't think it's complete dystopia yet. Chaos would ensue for a while. Because it's all the current bees. Like even if it's already dead, they'd be dead. I was gonna think like maybe we'd be able to survive off the ones already dead already. If we did it like that, all living bees left. Because once you're dead, you cannot be that you're just an inanimate object. I could follow those rules, but even still, yeah, we wouldn't be able to. A lot of the population would decline. Mass hunger everywhere. I think people would just off themselves knowing they can't eat a good steak or some fried chicken anymore. Yeah, I think yeah. The society would decline forever. I don't think we could come back from that. We'd all go soft with no proper meat to eat. I feel like that's a thing. You get test. I think males get testosterone from meat, just eating meat and stuff. I don't know. I'm not a biologist, so let's not go into that. Burn, the act of burning. If that was gone from if that was gone from the world, to be honest, I think it's probably on the better side. On this side, society would slightly improve if you can't burn. Actually, wait, no, 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 no. Society will, because burn. I was discussing this. Wait, is this thirst or heat? Because I think this is heat. Because heat, uh, there'd just be no burning, but the heat could still exist. So we couldn't make fires, or could we make fires? But the fuel is infinite. The fuel doesn't burn out. Because I don't think burn would remove. I think burn would remove the possibility of having fire. Oh wait, we already did burn. It's just on here twice. It's one of the ones on here twice. We already said society declined temporarily. So I think, yeah, that's a valid place to put burn, even though we already placed him. Uh, but yeah, I think that's a valid place to put burn because we would still have heat technically. It'd just be a weird adjustment. We just couldn't have fire anymore, but we could still heat things. So society would decline. We'd have to figure out a lot of stuff, but I think we'd bounce back. Mm, now time for war. I tried to jumble up the mass rules a bit, but I feel like they kind of are back to the start a bit. War. What would how would I think this one's the obvious welcome to utopia because that's war means no conflict and there is no downside to normal war. War is such a stupid thing. War is just built out of war. It's just built out of greed. Like that's the only reason for war, greed. Human greed causes war, and I feel like this is the most simplest one to place. Welcome to utopia. Or at least greatly improve society. Like, if there's no more, that means we're in utopia, to be honest. So, literal definition of utopia. Luck. Luck. This is interesting because of the last few chapters. Because what did Justice say luck was? Let me look it up real quick. Let me look up what did Justice say about luck. Uh, what did it say about luck? About luck. Where are you? Where are you? Where Just looking for that chapter and then lock and unlock. Where is it? Justice said, "Look, what is? I just want to get his specific. I read the latest chapter as well. That's pretty fire. We should do. If I didn't do this live stream, I might have been able to get the review, start the review today, and get it out earlier tomorrow. But I'll just have to do it tomorrow. Um, luck created gaps between individual success. So if you were to, what did so if you were to look at it at the point through the point of view of justice, removing luck would make everyone have a fair shake at society, and that would probably say that would improve society slightly. I would say, but everyone would already be in their positions they are in. But some people who are luckier than others, it would ruin the gambling system if there was no luck. If everything was it would basically boiling it down to everything's a 50-50. And technically everything in life is a 50-50. It either happened or it didn't, if you want to boil it down to that. But with no luck, it'll probably incite a little bit of chaos because I'd say with no luck, it's just a flip. It's a truly random every event, and although everyone, you might already think the world's already truly random, but let's say luck is a concept, and some people do just get more lucky. Things just go a better way for someone a high percentage of the time. It would like just basically even out. It'd be a cool concept for an anime. I feel like having luck be removed from the world. 'Cause my example I'm thinking of right now is if someone did an amazing bet, it'd just be a 50-50, and so all the bookies would be out a lot of money because there'd be a lot more. There'll be basically 50% of everyone who made a bet will win, and yeah, the bookies that would ruin the whole gambling system, I guess. Uh, I think having no luck this ensues more chaos because there's a 50 chance anything can happen to you. Like, I think like honestly, I think a world with truly no luck, every particle moves in a 50-50. I don't know. Like if luck as a concept was a tangible thing and was removed, I think it would turn crazy, kind of like how in Rick and Morty, once you go outside of Rick's helix sphere of his universe that he's contained, where only he has portal jumping technology. It'd be like that when we see the evil Morty and he's in his own reality, outside reality of their own, and everything is just chaos. Everyone's portal jumping through everything. You can be standing there one day and you just get split open by a portal. I think the world will just basically it'll just go into that. It'll just be total chaos. So I would say without luck, the world can't function. But what I wanted to say about justice, just looking up on chapter 195. I know it's chapter 195 because I said that. We said luck inside of rash behavior. So if you were to look at it through the lens of Beast, it would remove rash behavior, which would actually be another positive for society. But I'm looking at it through my lens, and I think utter chaos would happen and the world can't function. I think literally with that, a black hole would just could just open up in the center of the Earth for no reason. This picture right here, I can't tell what it is. Oh, yeah, I have to look at the HDR and see what the image is named. Uma Snow. Snow. What would the world be like without snow? It's already almost going there. Because snow specifically, I guess the coldness weather would still be there. Like, how is the snow disappearing? Is it like the ice caps melting kind of snow? Because that would cause some catastrophe, but I think would just decline temporarily. I think uh pulled our resources, it could be fine. It just doesn't snow anymore when it's really cold. Is it just hail now? Just hail instead of snow? Because snow is just rain in a colder form. There's rain, there's hail. If it's really cold and it's raining, it'll just be it won't form those snow crystals. It'll just be hail. It'll just yeah, I'd say that. Society without snow. I'll say something like that. And like I was saying this in the past stream, this is such a weird concept to do. It's breaking my brain. I do want to complete it. I will make a Uma power tier list, but the next time around. And it'll just be like my negator, most powerful tier list. It'll just be like in straight up battle, and I'll probably do that good into this Ragnarok arc. We'll probably see a lot from the other master rules. I uh yeah, so we'll see a lot of stuff from the other master rules. But I want to do a different tier list in between that about a different series, not Undead Unluck, and I'll and you look out for that one. You'll see it when you see it. I'm currently rewatching the series that I want to do this tier list on. I don't know why I'm I don't know why I'm easing it like this, but yeah, just know it's good. I don't know if some people wanted to keep it in. Yeah, I just switched some stuff around. I don't know if you saw that. If anyone wanted me to do this in a particular order, if you like the order before, but I just switched some stuff because I like to fidget about. I'll try not to do that anymore. Anyway, there'll be timestamps. There'll be timestamps when I shorten this down, so you know when I'm ranking which Uma. Now, what is this Uma? What is this Uma? Is this Uma Splash? That's what it's called. It's called Splash. Got sore throat as well. Is it maybe Uma Color? Why are we Uma? What the hell is Uma Splash? Yes, I think it is Uma Splash. So nothing can splash. You can't spill anything. It'll just. Oh, that would be so sick. That would actually be cool. We don't need the specific function of splashing for any reason, do we? I don't think we do. That would be so sick. You just pour some water, it doesn't ow, out my boom stand. You just pour some water and it doesn't go out everywhere. It just stays there. Just like yeah, just that'll be pretty cool. That'll be pretty cool. I don't think do we need splashing? You couldn't splash in the pool and imagine that would be you just splash it. It's like oil or something. It doesn't like lift. It, it would be cool. It doesn't change the viscosity of it either. Just magic force is stopping it from forming into smaller droplets. Any liquids won't spread out into smaller droplets. Actually, no. Because I was gonna say, if you drink it, does it just? It'll be weird. It'll stay like in its full form, but I guess it doesn't splash, but it can still mix with stuff. So once you drink the liquid, it won't. It'll still go down normal. It'll just go down smoothly, I guess. Yeah, there'd be no risk of like when you drink something too fast, it gets trapped in the wrong pipe. There'll be nothing. There'll be none of that. I can't see a downside to no splashing. It ruins for a little bit of fun, but that's about it. What is this? Is this Uma Twist? I think this is Uma Twist. Is it Uma? It's Uma Spin. Spin, twist, no spinning. Uh, and I'm guessing it's different from Revolution. Actually, yeah, I already discussed this. Spinning, so the Earth probably wouldn't spin on its axis, so it always be facing the sun and the say, yeah, that'll be detrimental. Everyone would have to move to like the equator to like the right climate because we're just going to be beamed with sun all the time on one side, and one side's just going to be constantly cold with no sunlight coming through. Um, I think society would decline forever without any spin just for that reason. And we need everything. We need so much. I think it actually might be dystopia because we'd all have to evacuate to like the edges of the earth because if we're all facing like the to like cancel out between the warm and the cold on one side it's going to be dark and cold all the time. And I'm sure there's a bunch of issues with that as well. There is a I can't remember it, but there is a place where it only has it's something like it's always night. I think I think it's the thing is it's like almost always night. It only has like daylight for a short period of time. I think that is the because it could be the other way around where it's always light and there's only night for a short period of time. But I think it's the other way. Yeah, the night. It's normally night because there's a joke about that's where vampires should live or something. Can't remember what the place called. It's really interesting. Let's look it up. Okay, let's learn something. Perpetually night. That's what I'm searching. Place where it's always where it's almost perpetual night. Yeah, I knew it would be Norway. Slavbard, a custom people wear headlamps like Ola night. Oh, or is it maybe it's just one night? But I guess it would usually be okay. So it's just like in the Arctic in general, I guess. Yeah. Let me show you guys. Let me learn a little something. Learn a little something with me. Plus of Ireland and Norway, people wear headlamps day and night for 2.5 months. So for 2.5 months of the year, it is the sun doesn't rise above the horizon in the Arctic. So there, I guess there's a little bit. I guess it would look like this. I think this is the most light they have. Yeah. What's this post? Here's how they do it. But yeah, Slav, Svalbard, Svalbard. Uh, go on, Google. Give me something for Google. Svalbard. Svalbard. Sounds like smell bad, but I'm sure they don't smell bad. Anyway, back to this tier list. Spin. Welcome to Dystopia. That is the tier. Now, so what if there was no so? I don't think it would make a difference for because yeah, no one's actively in touch. Like I don't know, it's too supernatural and not something everyone like take acknowledge would acknowledge anywhere in our world. It wouldn't change, but it simply would not change much. We don't use our soul powers in the Undead Unluck world. It wouldn't even change much. No one takes notice of soul. Yeah, if this rule was removed, technically everyone would die. But we're it's the basis, but we imagine everyone survive without it with it gone. It would not change much. Spoil. If things did not spoil, would it improve society? I think it must. No, the only thing because yeah, mm, we'd have infinite stuff, but spoiling does that mean for like fruit cores and stuff? Don't we need to spoil in order to be more fruitful, like fertilizers? Like just simply thinking what's in my head is like apple cores and stuff, and like all the fruit we throw, or like the food we throw away, and like we can recycle and make like fertilizer and stuff. Isn't that the process of spoiling needed in that to create those cultures and stuff that when you put it in the soil, it makes stuff grow? I feel like soil is spoil is needed for that kind of stuff. For agricultural reasons, mainly we need spoil. Um, I think we decline temporarily. It'll be a weird adjustment, but I think we can create ways to get around that. I'm not a scientist. I'm not trying to think too deep into this tier list. Be cool if there was if I was a scientist, I could break it down. Damn, my throat is actually killing. I'm gonna have to get through this. Now, spring. What happens with no spring? How was I treating this as good? Yeah, I used the JoJo thing for like skipping the seasons. Um, spring. Spring. So we'll just go from winter to super hot really quickly. I don't feel like that's a good thing. Where did I put autumn? So I think the season changes are probably gonna go like right near each other to have like similar effects. But you don't want to see. I think spring would be the worst one though. We were winter to summer straight away would be the worst. So once winter gets out, autumn to so once winter comes out, it'll be autumn to spring, which I don't think is that bad. It's not that bad because we go from spring to autumn. It'll just be like going back the other way. I don't think that won't be too bad because I think this is winter. Yeah, let me just get the seasonal ones out the way because I think they're all on this tier, but this one's the better one. Get rid of winter. There's also no Christmas. If we get rid of the seasons, we get rid of the. I don't really care about holidays that much. Um, every day should be a holiday if you enjoy life enough. Is this twist again? Did I mean to twice? Mm, is this twist again? Twist? I'm gonna expect it. What is this one? I mean, spin. Oh, I think that's specifically tornado. Oh my word! These. What are we looking for? Oh yeah. So winter. I'm pretty sure this is winter as well. Make sure I'm keep scrolling on the wrong one. Pretty sure this is winter. Yeah, that is winter. Winter looks so weird. Okay. Yeah, winter would be the better. What's summer? Do we know summer? I don't think we know summer. What's summer? Oh yeah, this is summer. I thought it looked summer looked kind of badass to me. So summer, so spring to autumn. So no summer would be spring to autumn. Yeah, like I said, that's not too bad. Winter is autumn to spring. Yeah, yeah, and then summer is spring to autumn. Yeah, so it'd be worse actually. It's not as bad, but summer is the best. Summer is the best season. The best season for everyone. It's nice, hot, warm, feeling good, feeling great. So that would make it suck more because summer's gone. That'd be a big adjustment for everyone. It might decline forever just because summer is a special of the seasons. Like he looks the most bad. I know we go into spring a bit. We know more about spring, but he looks like a cool dragon thing. Summer is yeah. No summer. Oh, that's a lot of people's holidays ruined. But it really depends on the country you're in because, like, in country like Britain, you really need summer. It's supposed to be when you get sun. You still get rain, but there's at least a bit some more sun. Just knowing guaranteed, like, yeah, your sunny season is gone for certain. We all hope for spring to give us a little something, and autumn to give us a little something. In a like hot country that's normally quite summery vibes anyway. They'd be fine without summer. Let's go on to change. I was thinking about this one specifically before I started up the live stream. Change will be a weird one. Change. Nothing can change in form. So for that, I feel like you wouldn't be able to break a bone or anything. You can't change your form like that. If it has to take effect straight away. If you can't, if there's no change, like none for sure. Like you couldn't have any more kids. Everything. I don't think they'd be able to grow up. They wouldn't be able to grow up. Nothing would change about them. Would your personality always? Would that encompass your personality staying the same as well? I feel this might be a world can't function type of one. Uh, Probably. Nothing's allowed to change in for. Yeah, I don't think the world can function without that. A lot of things need to need to change in order for we need to change something into a different. Yeah, this is a world can't function one. Simple, plain and simple. So, what is this? What is this one? What are these images? Tell. Okay, so this is tell. I think this, yeah, it looks like a microphone and stuff. So tell, I guess that encompassed communication through speech, I would say. You can tell anyone every that would no. It could technically be temporary. I think it would be decline forever. Communication is one of the cornerstones of human development. We couldn't communicate through speech anymore, but we wouldn't. It'd be hard to get entertained. But I guess with me, a lot of anime that I watch is subbed, so I will need the speech. Just write what you're saying. The music will still be there. We won't have any musical vocals. I think society would decline for not being able to speak. I wouldn't be able to do what I'm doing right now with you, lovely people. Uh, so I think, yeah, speech would. No, it's not speech, but tell. I'll just say speech. Would decline society forever. I don't see how we could technically make it back, but I think it'd be too much of a shock to the world. Imagine just not being able to speak it. That's kind of what language did, but Foucault and them could still make gibberish noises. I feel like that would be even we got language right up after actually. This is quite a fitting series of umas to rank. Tell and language. But with tell, I feel secure in saying that society would decline forever. The next, yeah, now with language, you we've kind of seen a little bit of what it would look like if language was removed. You just wouldn't be able to, literally wouldn't be able to, you wouldn't be able to communicate anymore. We'd have random gibberish. I think it would be worse than, I think it would be on the same level as tell. Although it's basically the same, except with language, you can say random gibberish. So I feel like that would just make it slightly better than tell, but they essentially do the same thing. Now, sick. This this must be another Welcome to Utopia one. To be honest, it's a pretty clean cut Welcome to Utopia. Like, yeah, just getting rid of sickness. People could still die, so there wouldn't be a risk of there's still higher risk of overpopulation, but just a lot less deaths via sickness. Is aging a sickness? Is dying? Well, what even is dying of old age? Your heart just gives out. I guess that's not a sickness. How does someone even die of old age? It's usually of something. You don't just get to an age and then your body just decides, you know what, fuck it, I'm done. Now we're old now. uh, but yeah, welcome to Utopia. Uh, Is it necessarily welcome to Utopia? Maybe just improved greatly because there's still war. I feel like you should stand alone. There should be. I should have flipped this around to be honest. Well, I did say it's because it's kind of like a negative tier list because if the world is good without it, that means it was bad. So that's why it's at the bottom. So yeah, justified. Welcome to Utopia for war. He's the only one with the privilege of being there. Now tornado, such a specific rule. Um, I'm not affected by tornadoes enough to know how would society be without them. I feel like not much would change. Are tornadoes that even bigger a thing? I remember being a kid and tornadoes and like quicksand were huge things. But as you get older, what are they? I haven't heard of a last big tornado. I'm gonna look that last big tornado. 2021 was the last time, and I don't remember hearing about it. The Western Kentucky tornado in December the 10th, 2021. Longest confirmed track of tornado. Let's look at some tornado videos. Damn, largest tornado. Damn, here's the audio.
Reminder of the potential destruction of volatile atmosphere.
This is what we're missing out on.
Days prior, a killer EF5 tornado ended the lives of 23 people, injured almost 500,
Damn,
and
these
destroyed.
tornadoes are fucking up people. I want to see the actual tornado. Because they look so cool in shows, but it's just looks like a cloud of dust in real life. It's a terrible tornado video. Ooh. Yeah, it just kind of looks like clouds when you look at it. Ooh, damn, that's pretty badass. Jeez. Imagine being in the middle of one of them. He said the same thing as me, Jesus. And they can't be that bad. Look, this guy's able to run him away. And they're in pretty rural areas, and it's not like we're getting tornadoes in the middle of cities. I feel like if you live in a tornado struck area, you kind of deserve it. Why are you living out there? Let us go. So tornado. What? Where do I rank this? Uh, tornado. I don't think much would change. Literally, not much would change. How would your life? If no tornadoes was around right now, how would your life be? It'd be about the same. In that last video, those people, their lives would probably be a lot better. But yeah, tornadoes are not an issue we face. Not a big deal. Not a big deal. Is this thirst? I think this is thirst. I'm thirsty right now. Ugh, my throat is actually killing. There's a couple more to go, and we can get. Let's make sure this is thirst. I think this is thirst. Thirst. Uma. Yeah, that is thirst. I know my Umas, guys. So thirst. Society, we would still need to drink stuff. We just wouldn't have we just wouldn't feel like we needed to drink anything. So I feel like not much would change again. You just wouldn't feel the thirst. And you can I guess society would decline temporarily if no one realized thirst was gone and then just started not drinking stuff for a while because it's just like I don't feel thirsty and that. So I think yeah, we wouldn't be able we wouldn't have the mechanism in our body to monitor when we are low on liquids to resupply ourselves. So I guess that would make society decline temporarily. We'd all have you seen those things? Those diabetic like it's like a circular white circular pad, and it's got like a stick you jam into yourself, and it monitors all your blood shit. I don't even know. My friend, I had a colleague who had diabetes, and he got one of those. And yeah, it monitors a whole bunch of stuff in your bloodstream and stuff. I guess everyone would have to wear one of those to know. Oh shit, I'm running low on hydration. I'm not hydrated, so I need to drink something. And you better not forget to wear that because you might not drink something for 2 days and just 3 days and just die. That would suck. So I guess the society would decline temporarily. Whoever manufactures those things would make a bunch of money though. So with all that considered, society decline temporarily without first. Okay. Now we move on to justice, a weird concept type. A weird concept. If there was no justice, what did Time say about justice? What did Time say about justice? Let me look. Let's see what B said first. Justice incited conflict. So in Beast's mind, without justice, there would be no conflict. That is relatively true, I guess. Without justice, no one having a sense of justice, everyone being not necessarily immoral, but not having any honor to uphold, it would probably smooth a lot of things over. And it's a lot of people have it's all about like what Juiz was saying. Everyone has their own version of justice. So removing that removing that justice is similar to removing war. No one would conflict over everything, but we would get a lot of inhumane things happening because the reason for war is standing up to someone's injustice, although they view it as justice. You know what I mean? Like someone who's evil thinks has an evil sense of justice. We need to rise up against that. But if there was no justice, the evil acts a certain person is doing, no one would bat an eye to it. They just let it continue because there is no honor to uphold. So, what would that mean for society? Uh, well, through the lens of still having justice, that would maybe mean society decline temporarily, or maybe forever. Is with the sense of justice I have now, if there was no justice, the society would decline. And I feel like I articulated that okay. I don't know. I don't know if I did, but life without justice, society declined temporarily. Let me see in the last. Was it the last chapter or the chapter? Chapter before. Last chapter I have not reviewed yet. What did Time say about justice? Time said, look, justice birthed free will. I don't understand this point. This point from Time. It's kind of like what I said. Uh, by having a sense of justice, you can take actions against another's injustice, and that's kind of some sort of free will. So in Time's point of view, no justice will mean no free will, no independence. Uh, and to say that, and with that view of it, I would say society declines as well, with no independence. Or do we need? Or do we not need independence? We are social animals, social creatures. Do we need the camaraderie that justice provides? We can gravitate to our own groups of like-minded justices that we do now culturally, having a left and a right position. That's kind of what justice would remove that kind of stuff. I think it would make. Yeah, I feel like it would make more people more uniform. I wish I had a middle tier to say, because much would change. I don't think not much would change, and it's not like the world can't function. Those are even more middle tier, but I'm not adding any more tiers. We're just gonna go with this. But let's put a pin in it. Justice. This is where we are. All right with it. We're moving on to the death rule. So with death, you might want to say welcome to utopia, but my first thought is always immortality isn't the thing it's chalked up to be. It's definitely boring after a while. That's in my first tier list video with Andy's undead ability. But now, everyone undead? It's a bit different with Andy's when I did an Andy's tier list with just you being undead. You'll get lonely after a while, but with everyone undead, overpopulation is a thing, but you could consider if everyone's undead and we we don't like all just basically get old and get all those diseases when you're old, like Alzheimer's and dementia, and we just have a bunch of senile people. The longer the human race goes, the more senile people are building up. If it's not working like that, and we keep a certain amount of freshness to us, if no one died, all the like brilliant scientists and everything we have now would just continue to keep working on advancements. So I guess we would be able to colonize another planet if we had so much, because we'll have so much resources, so much brain power moving towards all those kind of stuff. So yeah, I would say it's probably a might be an improvement to society. Looking at that looking at through that lens. I don't think it would be utopia because I still think there'll be war because we basically now have super soldiers, and there are things that there are fates there are fates worse than death. Yeah, if you piss off the wrong people, now instead of dying, eternal torture. That's not great. That's not great. So I don't think it would boost us up into utopia. I think it would improve society greatly because of what I said. We have so many great minds. If there are evil purple people, we can still eternal torture or just imprison them for eternity, eternal torture still. I believe this is Shadow, but let me make sure. I feel like this tier list is going a lot better. I'm thinking a lot better than the last time I did this. I think it's because I actually ate. I had a nap before I did the stream, so I am a little refreshed. I usually do my videos, and I'm so tired from the gym and work and everything. I feel like in my last few videos, I've been kind of sluggish. I need to work on that, but we move, we move. Shadow, shadow, shadow. I assume a shadow. No shadows. Do we need shadows for anything specific? There wouldn't be a cool spot. I don't think it would take away, like, because I'm thinking, like, if it's a really sunny day and you want to sit behind a tree and sit in the shadow of a tree, but that just brought back some memories. I'm not gonna go into it, but yeah, I want to sit behind the shadow of a tree, have a little picnic or something, have a nice little cool spot, not in the sun. I feel like it would just remove the darkness of the shadow being there, but the environment, the weather conditions, the coolness of the shadow would still be there, but you wouldn't actually see a physical black silhouette of the tree on the ground, essentially. So with that, I guess more people could get snuck up on because there's no shadow. If you're like walking at night and you can see the shadow approaching you. Sometimes if you're at the right angle with the street lamp, and then yeah, so sneak attacks would increase. A lot more muggings on the street. Um, no shadow from Sonic. No shadow from Sonic will be gone. But yeah, I don't think much would change without shadows. Like the shadows specifically, the effects of the shadows, maybe some stuff would change. But if there was no shadows specifically, I don't think much would change in the world. Okay, we're coming down to the last three because we've already done Burn. He's already there. He's just in there twice. This is Slice, I believe. Let me make sure. I don't know why I'm making sure. I have the Uma knowledge on lock. But yeah, this is Slice. Slice. So slicing and dicing. Is slice different from chop? It would. I feel like it's not that big of a deal. Probably declines society temporarily. I would say decline society temporarily. A lot of chefs would have a lot of problems, but I think we'll be able to figure it out because I'm just thinking if you want to slice something instead, just break it and then smooth it out. I think there would be a lot more wasted materials. Like if there'll be no like sliced meats anymore. It would be chunks of meat. Um, I feel like we'd figure ways around not having to slice stuff. I'm thinking mainly in the kitchen. You can't cut your onions or anything. How would you get around? Is graturing slicing? It's a lot of small slices, I guess. How would you get around that? If I could figure out, basically, I'm thinking if I can figure out a way to cut an onion without actually slicing it, the other way I'm thinking is just like smashing it with something and getting the bits. Um, I don't know. I don't know. Slicing and dicing. Uh yeah. No, how could you cut an onion without cutting it, without slicing it? I don't think there is. The only method I have to get an onion into smaller chunks is, like I said, to smash it and then rip it. You can't. What constitutes a slice, though? Let me look up the definition of slice. So, definition of slice, in the verb sense. Cut something, specific into slices. So, if we cut it into chunks, is that the same as slicing? If we chop something? I did say that before. What's the difference between? Is there a difference between chopping and slicing? I feel like there is. I feel like slice is a specific word. Slice, like it says in the definition, into slices. So if you just cut something in half, is that a slice? Let me get a slice of cake. You can cut a cake. How would you share a cake at the? How would you share a cake at a birthday party? Like I said, the only other way to separate is just mashing it. Hmm. Maybe can I have a chunk of cake? So if you like cut it into like a square, so you have a cake and you just as a square and just poke it up. I feel like I feel like that makes sense. I will put slice and decline temporarily. We just have to figure out ways around. Just no deli meats, no sliced meats anymore, like I said. So I think, yeah, society declined temporarily. I think that is fair for slice. Okay, now we move on to that seal. I wanted to say first for some reason, but I know that is definitely seal. Can't seal anything, can't close containers, can't use cling film, I'd say. Because you know what, initially I was just thinking we don't, well, we can't use our sealing jutsus anymore. So yeah. But yeah, there's other definitions of seal. To be honest, I should have looked at the definitions of most of these just to get down to the nitty gritty. But let's seal definition in the verb sense or in the noun. What is a seal? Oh yeah, like a sealant. Oh, none of those either. I guess that would encompass that as well. Oh, hmm. Yeah, no seal in the bathroom. Fasten or close securely. Yeah, like I said, no closing containers or nothing like that. I feel like society would decline. We can't like. I'm thinking of like nuclear reactors, and we had. I think it's nuclear reactors. Whenever we have some radioactive material, we have to seal it and put it into the earth or whatever. We can't do that anymore. I think that would drastically decline society for a while, maybe temporarily. Decline society temporarily or forever. No sealing. I feel like I think seal is a huge thing, so I feel like yeah, maybe we would decline. Society would decline forever. You can't seal yeah, we basically wouldn't be able to use super radioactive materials anymore because we can't seal it to you know chuck into the earth and stuff. So yeah, I'm thinking yeah, society will decline forever. And this one, I don't. What is that one? Is that stop? Uma stop? And I wonder if we've gotten any new Uma since I last did this. Apparently so. We have Uma Tyrannosaurus, Uma Shark. There's no images for them though. This is Uma Stop. Let me let me just off the cuff say Uma Tyrannosaurus. Not much would change, and Uma Shark. Actually, a lot would change. We wouldn't have all the crude oil from a lot of the Tyrannosaurus fossils. But that's just I don't know. What was that? Were there a lot of Tyrannosauri? Is it Tyrannos? What's the plural of Tyrannosaurus? Tyrannosaurus eye. Um, yeah, we wouldn't have all the crude oil from a bunch of them. I don't know if there were a huge population of the dinosaur community back then. I guess the Middle East would be a bit less rich with that oil money. Does the Middle East have more? I don't know. I don't know geography and politics. Don't come at me. Sharks. Where would sharks go? World can't function without sharks. Sharks. I'm sure it would fuck up. Maybe society decline temporarily because it would surely fuck up some habitats and stuff. The balance of natures. I can't think of the words right now. Um, yeah, sharks would throw off the balance of the world of ecosystems. Ecosystems. They'll throw off the balance of some ecosystems. That's the word I was looking for. And easy. We're on to the last one. Stop, because Uma Bird is already done. Let's put him up here. He's right there next to the anime bird, manga bird. Uma, stop. So things just cannot stop anymore. So once you start going, it wouldn't stop. So this live stream, imagine if it never ended. That would be hell. And anything you start, you couldn't stop. I think this might be a world can't function type of one. Uh, crazy whack. What even is it? I think that's Cloud. Uma Cloud. Yeah, crazy wacky. Uh, concept type kind of Uma. Stop. How would that benefit society? Like once you start a car, it literally wouldn't be able to stop. I think maybe even if the petrol ran out, it would still running. That would be pretty cool. But I think once you're even in motion, you wouldn't be able to stop anymore. Like once that rule was taken away, there'd be countless car accident crashes. I don't think we'd make it back from that. Uh, and what does that constitute? Like, what if you started walking? Would you not be able to stop walking? I guess. Uh, Whatever you're doing in that moment, the rule, if that'd make a really cool short series. This is just it's the same scene every time, just like maybe some kid walking to work, walking to school, or someone walking to work, or there could be a couple of different scenes, but it's always the same one that's repeated. But it's every time it's at a certain point in the day, a certain rule gets removed, and then we just see what happens, see the carnage that ensues. That would be a cool project to work on. If I had any abilities of the sort, I would do that. Maybe I'll write it down and send it to Netflix. Maybe Amazon Prime. It work like a. I'm thinking it would work like a what's it called, The Invincibles. What was that series? I'll look it up. What was that series? Diabolical. Was it Diabolical by the guys that made Invincible and the boys? Yeah, just like a couple of short stories, like kind of thing. Yeah, this the boys Diabolical. It'd be something like that. A bunch of short stories, and then depending on the rule, stuff would change. But yeah, that is the end of this tier list video. So that one guy who said that they wanted and that the part two of this is for you if you even actually watch this. But yeah, it went a lot better than the first part of this live stream ranking the Umas. I actually ate before I did it. I had a nap before I did this, and now I'm gonna go back to bed because it's late here. But I've enjoyed my time here, and I will see you guys tomorrow for the chapter review of Undead Unluck, chapter 229.